Today is going to be another garden railway video, and let me share with you another project that I'm working on. Of course, I'm working on, way too many projects, and this is probably started more than a year ago. And I'm always fascinated about concrete buildings, and probably back in 2 years ago, you've seen me building a big mold for a concrete building. That was absolutely huge compared to this one. And since I had my 3D printer, I was thinking about what if I can 3D print modules, building modules, then I can make mold for those, and I can just, cast my own building panels basically. And this is the first version that I have here. And as you can see, okay, the lights are not ideal. But as you can see, it's I've created these various sections. So I have one section here, which is like this one, and it has one window. And then there is another one which has a window and a door. And well, actually, these are the only ones that I've used here. And everything is, casting concrete. I'm just using I think I'd use a 1x2 mix of just regular cement, and I got this very fine grit, which is used to infill like paving stones, and that seems to work fine. And now for this one, I use the 1-to-1 mix because some of the casts were just breaking apart, and I wasn't sure whether I wasn't using enough cement or maybe I was just not patient enough, and I wanted to open the molds too soon. But as you can see, this is my first that's my first try, and I just used some household paints to paint it, and actually I'm quite happy with this. And the base is again just concrete. I just created a fence with some of these insulation boards, and I poured concrete. This is 1 centimeter, and it holds up just fine. The only reason this surface is shiny because I sealed it with diluted PVA glue. And the only other thing which I use is drywall mesh, so this plastic mesh. I just cut them in size, so that's basically my, rebars for these concrete panels. I also have a few that I've unmolded I think about a week ago. And I wouldn't say I'm absolutely happy with the results. I've broken these molds probably after 2 days, so they were not completely set. And you can definitely see all the details. But, some of the edges have chipped off, for example, here and here. But still, I think, from let's say from a 1 meter distance, I think they will still look, relatively okay. And I'm still quite happy with how they turned out. So I have a model which, that's the new one. So that's with, 2 windows. So this been out of the molds probably for 2 weeks now. So this is quite hard. I still have some of the like fine details are basically coming off. So they were probably not set correctly. But other than that, they appear to be, fairly rigid. Of course, the weak spot here is this small pillar between the 2 windows, but it seems to be, holding up just right. So this is one door section. Obviously, that's also quite fragile. Sometimes it breaks off in the corners, but this one is, it's relatively good. Of course, you can see that on those details. Couldn't perfectly cast all the details. Obviously, I think this is probably the best one, because as long as you have like small amount of elevations, no big steps, then it cures, relatively fine. But here, when you have really small details, then, it's a little bit of hit and miss. So probably my takeaway from this one is if I would do this again, I would do slightly bigger details. The brick parts, the brick details would be bigger. The gap between the bricks would be a little bit bigger. But the problem is I'm in gauge 1, so 1:32. So I wanted to keep these, more or less prototypical size bricks, and they are obviously quite small. So it's a bit of a trade-off. I think I need to tidy up here because I can't find the other panel. So this is the first panel that I made. That's the single window one. By the way, it's 11 times 11 centimeters. And again, I realized that I should have made this a little bit bigger because in prototypical height, that would be like maybe 3.5 meters, which is, I think I could have gone a little bit oversized. But so this was my first example. So actually this is one of the original filaments that I got from my 3D printer. So I think this is probably fairly good quality filament. And I've used this rubber molding, and actually I've left way too much on either side. And this is a rubber molding, which again is a more expensive one. So I think because this is slightly better quality and the silicone mold is slightly better quality, this one, it is really good and it's really reliable. I can always demold from this one easily. And I think the quality of the mold is also, it's much better. But that was quite expensive. So I switched over to a different one. So this one, the 3D print was on a cheaper filament. This is also a cheaper rubber mold. And this didn't come out so well. So even the mold is not that great. I'm just going to move the camera closer so you can see the details. And of course the fact that these are more intricate details, and then thinner walls and everything. It was really, really difficult to get the shapes out of these molds. So what I ended up doing is I basically scrapped these molds. I have one more. I have the one with a small door and a window. And so I don't think I'm going to use this one because it's really hard to demold the concrete from this one. But I've bought new silicone. I bought another one which is, it's more, so this is more rigid, but this one is a lot softer. And I've used very thin walls. So these are only 1 centimeter thin walls, so it's much easier to peel away from the concrete. And I think, well, I hope that this is going to work better in a longer term. But the ones that I've just shown you, these were made with these silicone molds. So let me show you a few close-ups. I managed to find the other molds here. So that's the original one with a better filament, and that is the same with a slightly cheaper filament. Of course, they are different colors, and then I think this color shows a little bit more, but I mean, it's hard to see the details. You can see the surface finish, but this one, the white one, appears to be just a slightly bit better, and probably everything counts. If this has a slightly smoother surface because it's much easier to extrude this type of filament, then of course the surface is going to be more uniform, and there is less chance for the silicone to bite into the small details which might tear up the mold. So that's the. Oh yeah, the other small change I've done is I've printed this one 7 millimeters deep, and I was feeling that it's a little bit thin for the concrete. So all my newer models are 1 centimeter. So this is why I have reprinted this. And again, the only difference is the thickness. And I have the other version with the door and the window, and the 2 windows that I actually quite like. And if you look at the molds, this is the very good quality silicone, the expensive one. And that is the less expensive one with the less expensive filament. And you can see those edges are not as sharp. Well, some of them are, but some of the other details are just not that sharp. And I think that's also a reason why the concrete comes off really cleanly from this one, not so cleanly from that one. And now I would try to demold these live. I just keep this in so they keep the shape of the window and the door cutouts. And I think I'm going to use this one because that's always the easiest one to demold. This has the biggest features. And with this, because it's so soft, I can just peel off the edge like that. I hope I'm still in frame. Okay, so now I'm still in frame. Okay. And I do the same with the window. I try to push this one in as well, and So this one, today is Saturday, and I molded this, I think, last Sunday. Oh, and I have to say this is really good. So I really just have to be patient and not demold after like, 2 or 3 days. Which I guess if you work with concrete, you probably know this, but I didn't. And the same goes for, and actually I have to say that the mold is quite clean. I just usually put it in water and just dislodge the leftover pieces with a stiff brush, but I think that's fairly clean now. I think it takes about an hour to mix the concrete, to cut the drywall pieces for the sort of like the reinforcement, and then pour it. And I just leave it here. So I have 4 molds at the moment, so I can cast 4 of them. Of course, I don't need so much of those big window pieces, so I would probably at the end start casting more of these double window units. And I'm planning to do all sorts of like warehouses and industrial buildings with these sort of like industries along the line next to the station. So this comes off a bit. Okay, that's a little bit more complicated just because of the details, but looks great. You can see all the individual bricks. It looks like that we have had a cavity there and a few more cavities there. I put this to the side, and maybe I do this one. The silicone definitely sticks more now, as opposed to how it feels to demold after 2 days, but I think that's fine, that makes sense. I thought that it would be easier after the concrete has fully cured, because then it contracts a little and then maybe it's going to automatically demold from the silicone, but it doesn't appear that way. So I'm just pushing this a little. So there is a step here. I think that's a fairly intricate piece that always breaks off. So I should not have done that, actually. You see on the, that's the step. That's just, way too small for concrete. But still, I think I would probably manage to get half of it out. So push this a little in so it doesn't stick. Start peeling off the underside, and I flip it over. Oops. Okay. And the steps broke off. And you can see the drywall there. So I would need to mold this afterwards. Maybe I would just use plastic. And you can see the steps inside. Or maybe they're still salvageable. I can just glue it back on. Yeah. Those are the steps. And the final one, the big door portal. So far 3 out of 4 without any damage. I think that's pretty good. Oops, it's cracking up. I should pay a little bit more attention when I'm holding this, because this is just, very, very thin concrete. But actually this is a slightly bit easier to peel off. Oh, okay. Yep. So I think it can be salvaged still. Well, I have to say that's the problem with, gauge 1. And if you really want to be prototypical, because it's, yeah, fine details. So like one standard brick is just a few millimeters across. So I think I'm just going to leave it to dry, maybe just until the end of the day, and I will try to re-glue the pieces. I just usually use standard construction adhesive. I use the same for the building that you have seen in the beginning of the video, and yeah, I just glue it together. And you have probably seen this building in one of my previous videos as well, and that's also concrete. And it's, again, everything is 1 centimeter thick. You can see on the base slab, and it's, I think, about 3 years old now. It comes in for the winter, but otherwise it usually stays out for the entire summer and spring and autumn. And I see, these plastic window sills are aging a little bit, but other than that, everything looks like new. Of course, dirtier, but still. These are just foreign cherries on the top. But yeah, I'm quite happy with how this turned out. This is one of my first molds, and I put the drywall at the bottom of the mold. Usually I put a little bit of concrete and I put the drywall on. This one, it has gone to the bottom, so it's actually visible from the underside, but it still holds up. So strength-wise, it's still good. And again, it's only 1 centimeter thick, so I'm quite happy with that. So hopefully I would be able to make a few more buildings, well, actually a lot more buildings from these molds. By the way, if you look at the size, I would say this is probably a little bit oversized, but you can definitely see the size difference between, how high the building is here versus how high that module is. So I think if I use these modules, maybe I need to cast a thicker base and maybe like a thicker roof slab or something like that, just to make it like, sort of okay size. Well, that was all for today. Thanks for watching, and hopefully see you in the next video.